Alright, what's good job, boys? And this video is going to be about the quest Housing a Parliament. And it says speak to Darren in the city of Owry. And for the required items, it says bucket of water, king worm, beetle bits, raw or cooked snail, raw or cooked ghostly soul. And for those required items, I'll show you where to get them. So for the king worm, you can come to the Trinijunie stronghold. And from the spirit tree, or basically being here, you would go to the swamp that's to the west of the grand tree, and then you can see the king worms on the floor. And for the beetle bits, you can come to Yanil, and from the lodestone you would just head east up to the pet shop that's right next to the Wizards Guild, and trade the pet shop owner and get some beetle bits. I'm gonna just buy 10. So for the thin snail, or the snails in general, it's going to be throughout Canifis. So yeah, you got the snail here, the Myra snail. And regarding the location, you would go from the Canifis lodestone and head a little bit south and a little bit southwest. So I got mine about right here by also by the Faring BKR and by that fishing spot. And regarding the ghostly soul, it's going to be here in the city of which is all the way from the lodestone, head southeast to about right here. And you're going to need at least level 66 fishing. And this is where you would get it. So you attempt to catch one. And there we go. And regarding the location of the quest, it's going to be north of the Dark Portal, and you would just run up, and you'll be in the Owry. Alright, so let's talk to Darren and see what's going on. Oh, dear me. This place has really turned into quite a state since I've been away. Could you use some help? If you're offering, I certainly won't refuse. Alright, so the quest prompt comes up. Alright, let's get this thing started. So what happened here? This place is a mess. I know, love. As the city's owl keeper, I'll try to keep the owlery spick and span. But thanks to that Raziel fella, I haven't been around to keep it so. This sure is a lot of mess for only a couple of hours. Ah, well, Raziel also managed to spook off most of the owls. This place used to be used to be heaving with them. I can't imagine they'd want to return while it's in the state it is. Nor would I. Yes, yes. Well, how about you help me return it to its former glory then? Seeing as no one else, such as certain telepathic gnome over there, has offered to. Ooh! Ooh, ooh! They can talk? I'll let Titan answer that himself. Ooh! Woo woo! I suppose I hadn't considered it, and you hadn't chirped in a little while. Ooh! Righto, now that you two have been introduced, let's get on to things. We should start by cleaning up that dirt that's accumulated here. If you wouldn't mind, you could do with getting rid of some of those dirt piles as well as the cobwebs and owl droppings. Dirt piles, cobwebs, and owl droppings. Got it. You need some cleaning supplies, of course. Most of them can be found in the corner over there. Thanks. I'll get right on it. Alright, so let's continue. Alright, so it's in a ducked off corner, but yeah, cleaning supplies will be in this corner. I'm assuming we're gonna take one of each, so cleaning cloth, brush, and I guess a bucket. Gonna need a bucket and a mop. Alright, let's clean up this owl droppings. Alright, got 1 out of 3. That's interesting. Alright. Cobwebs. Slash it away. Thank you, tool belt. Let's see what else we got. Oh, brush away dirt. I see it over here. Apparently that one's really hard to see. That matched the floor. Alright, there we go. Alright, talk to Darren. Wonderful, dear. You should really help entice some of the owls back. And it doesn't hurt to have those droppings cleaned off the bed. What's next? Whoo! Could you build us a massage chair? Ooh. I'm not sure there's existing blueprints for an owl-sized massage chair. Oh, Titan. Ooh. Some troughs for food and water. Alright. That's a better idea. You can find some piles of planks around to build the troughs with. However, you'll need some nails. 3 of each should do. They'll be over there by the toolbox if you need any. Oh, nice. Alright, so yeah, after that prompt, these planks appear. Alright, I need 3 nails, so thankfully they have it for us. So I need 3. I'll just take 6. Alright. We have this one. And what else we gotta build? Oh, here's the other one, yeah. You see, I already knew we had to build 6. Yep, because, yeah, I already knew it. Alright, that's the water and the thing. Alright, let's talk to Darren again. That's 1 trough built for food and 1 trough built for water. Ooh, it's all coming together. Start by filling up the outside trough with some water. Whilst the deers don't actually need it for drinking, it would be nice for them to place to bathe in. Ooh. Ooh hoo. Alright. Alright, so the outside is water. Alright, I filled it up. Alright. Ooh. Should I have done? No. Soap would irritate our ooh. Alright then. Thank you. Now we just need to fill up the remaining with food. As the owl keeper, shouldn't you know what food they like? You would hope so. But you still felt they knew. And my Owls for Dummies books have been no use. The obvious choice would be rodents. However, they refuse ghostly rats. Rats are our who? Can Titan simply just tell us what they eat? If only it were that easy. I must who? We owls are not the most who. Though I have quite the who for who. Alright. How about I come back with a few options and you guys can try and see if something you all agree on. That's a solution. The pet shop owners in Yanil and Taverley may be able to whittle down the food choices. I'll see what I could do. So you would come back to Yanil and the pet shop. So from the Lodestone go east and by the Wizards Guild, and then you'll talk to the pet shop owner. So talk to her. Yeah, I'm actually looking for food that owls will eat. What type of owl is this for? Underworld type owls? Underworld? I'm not sure if I know that breed. Regardless, they will enjoy the same insects that many other owls are fond of, such as worm, beetle bits, and snails. You can try some fish. Where can I get insects? I sell beetle bits. As for the others, you have to go find them. The king worms in Tree Gnome Stronghold and snails in the Swamp of Mauritania. That should be everything I need to know. Thanks. So from earlier, how I had got all the ingredients from the required item list. Yeah, we have them all here. So let's go back to the city of Alright, so if you have your Tome of 2, or basically the Tome of for the teleport to the smithy, you can teleport here and then run all the way back north. Alright, so we're back. Let's talk to Darren. Back with some food. It's time for a little tasting session, eh? Ooh. The Pesha Armor recommended worms, beetle bits, snails, and a local fish, of which I figured a ghostly soul would fit the bill. Sounds. Ooh. Alright, dear, it's time for chow. Darren offers the owls each of the food choices one by one. Now, king. Ooh. Alright. But they're the perfect. They're the perfect shape for hooing on. Ooh. Not ensure certain. Who. That's no to the king worm then. What about beetle bits? A bit too who. And the shell gets stuck on our who. Alright, that's a no to beetle bits. Okay, then what about fish? Definitely not. Too close to who. Too close to who? I mean, home? What does that even mean? It would be nicer to have something more. Ooh. They ruffle their feathers in agreement. No, fine. No to the ghostly soul as well. So that just leaves the snail. A wave of excitement ripples through the owls. Not too who, not close to home. I mean who. Just the right amount of who and a hint of who. Yes, the who. Righto then, snail it is. Except, it's missing something. A who to it if you who. Just a small something extra. Nothing too out there, we promise. How about I perform a ritual on the snail? Surely that wouldn't transform it into something suitable. Rituals aren't the solution to everything. It's your boy. What do you think will be acceptable for a small something extra then? You know, I've always thought about the sprinkles inside the who. Okay, I concur. Imagine they add a perfect who. Sprinkles? I thought you hours meant to be wise. You probably thought they weren't such fusspots either. Alright, I'll play along. Where you suggest I get these hourglass sprinkles? There's a good stock of hourglasses you can use in the who. You should just be able to smash one up and get some who, then pour it over the who. Once that's done, if you can just pop them in our who, please. Okay, clock tower, hourglass, sprinkles, snail, trough. I'll be back soon. Alright, so let's go to the clock tower. Alright, so here's the clock tower, which is pretty much in the front where, you know, death is. So from the city of or basically the lodestone, head east and then north to about right here. You'll see the general store. And from death, basically, or, you know, the long bridge, just head in here. And it's weird, the steps don't have a thing, but it's right here. It's a weird click. And then you'll see the take from crate of hourglasses. You take an hourglass from the crate. And let me see, smash. You smash it. The hourglass sprinkles, so sprinkle that on this. Alright, then let's go back to the owls. Alright, so use your Tome of teleport back, and I'll see you over there. Alright, so we're back here, talk to Darren. Alright, so I'm assuming just fill it. Right, so you would fill the trough and don't talk to Darren. And now let's talk to it again. Alright, I filled the trough with some snails. A true who. That's one who for it. Much appreciated, love. That should be everything I needed with help. You've done a really wonderful job. I'm sure the owls will be back in no time. If you wouldn't mind keeping track of any that you come across, I like to keep on top of the population. I keep an eye out for them. And one last thing, Titan brought us this lovely teal gemstone. I don't have any use for it, so I'd like you to have it. Perhaps you can make it into a nice piece of jewelry. Thanks. I'm sure I'll be able to craft something from it. Now, don't be a stranger, dear. We're not going anywhere, so come back anytime you would like. Aw, yeah. Alright, and that's the quest. And that's the end of it. So we got a moonstone, 28,000 XP lamp, and 2 treasure hunter keys. Alright, there we go. Regarding to make the moonstone jewelry, you have to learn from the former master crafter, so he's down here. So basically right next to the smithy. So you just go down the steps and then circle all the way around, and then he'll be right here by the pottery wheel. And he's gonna talk to us. Oh, what do you want, youngin'? You know about moonstones. I found this gem. I'm afraid if you want to talk shop, you're gonna need a brown apron. What sense does that make? I have to wear an apron just to talk to you? Not even Crafting Guild makes you wear an apron anymore. Sounds like the place has lost its integrity since I left. Rules are rules. No apron, no crafting help. Ooh. Alright, so we need a brown apron. Alright, let's go find one. Alright, thankfully the brown apron is not too hard to find. Just go to Varrock, and from the lodestone, we're gonna go to the clothes shop, which is about right here. Talk to Tessalia. Trade. Get a brown apron. Alright, wear the apron. Alright, let's go back to the Master Crafter. Alright, and then talk to him again. About moonstones. Alright, let me have a look. You show the Master Crafter the moonstone. It's moonstone, alright? The good stuff, too. I was hoping you might know how to turn it into jewelry. I get the feeling gold and silver isn't gonna work here. Yep, you know you'd be right. Never worked with it myself. But I've got a book around here somewhere. Bear with... just a moment. Aha! Mighty Minerals Volume 2. I'm afraid it's a bit mangled. Let me just find the page. Moonstone. What color is it again? Looks like bluey green. Blood Moonstone? Nope, that's Vampirium. Snow Moonstone? Ah, here we are. Plain old boring Moonstone. Ensouling, transmutation. You know, the usual. Anything? Right, so it's a simple process. Turns out you can cast it just like any other gemstone. Do I need any special materials? The book implies it'll reject normal materials, so you're going to want to cast it with ensouled metal alloy. Anything else? Looks like it'll respond to enchantment in a similar fashion to Dragonstone. Thanks for your time. I can work with that. There we go. Alright, I got my regular completionist cape back. Very good. Alright, bye. Alright, let's go make this moonstone. I want to make that passage one. I want to make the passage. Because apparently this, you can teleport anywhere. And also by the time I'm recording this, yeah, Thou Moon is here, so yeah, you can buy your another moonstone. You can buy another moonstone from him. Alright, so now we gotta figure out the enchantment. So we gotta go to normal spellbook. Activate normal. Alright, go to this. Enchant. So I need water, earth, and cosmic. Water. Wait, where's my pouch? Alright, there we go. Enchant. Passing bracelet. Alright. It says provides teleports to various parts of the city of Rub it. Okay. Haunt on the Hill? What is that? Oh my god, it's so you can basically just dive and go straight into. Okay. Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad. Let me see. Hanging Gardens. Okay, that's for the mushrooms. Or basically farming. And reflection. Ah, that's straight for the fishing. Ooh. Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad. Alright, there you go.